Uh, Welcome, Arpita. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, you're muted. It's okay. It's okay. You can switch off your camera if you want. And I've just started, so I was just welcoming everyone. So yeah, let me introduce myself. I'm Pratishtha, and I am representing EKA, and I'm going to present this webinar, this 30 minutes talk about about a journey of yoga teacher from the degree to the direction, from the certification we get, and how it how the journey looks like until we really get into the field, if we really get into the career. So we say, I'm a yoga teacher when we get the certificate, when we get the qualification. But now what? Even if we have already been, into this journey since many years, but still we always have many questions coming around that now what have I done and now what am I going to do? So it's always a learning journey, right? So that is where I would want to talk about how our journey looks like. So we'll start with a quick self-assessment. The members, I'm sure, have already done this assessment, but for the new people who are, coming here for the first time, I want you all to pick a paper and pen and just assess yourself in terms of 1 to 5. How do you rate yourself in each statement that I'm going to show in this presentation in this next slide? So let's assess the level of expertise that we have. So just rate yourself that do you feel really confident enough in teaching yoga? If you're really confident, just rate yourself 5. If your confidence level is an average, rate yourself 3, 4. So we'll do it quickly. I create an impact through my yoga teaching. Rate yourself 5 if you feel so that you are really creating an impact that you were expecting before. I adapt yoga practices for diverse needs, limitations, and wellness goals. You can change the lesson plan based on the different goals and outcomes and different kinds of people that you get. Then I design engaging and effective yoga sessions for all levels, in beginners, intermediate, the advanced. I feel passionate growing, learning, and evolving as a teacher. I deserve more recognition, rewards, and growth for the work I do. If you feel that you deserve, you have skill and you deserve more recognition, rate yourself 5. I believe there is a bigger version of me that is still unfolding. And I love discovering new styles, tools, wellness approaches, mentorship, guidance to deepen my offerings. So just write down the numbers in the linear panel so that later you can calculate. Now we'll jump into the next criteria, which is teaching journey so far. So rate yourself. I'm satisfied with my current yoga teaching journey in terms of earning, in terms of getting the clients, in terms of visibility. Rate yourself. I'm aligned with my expectations versus reality in yoga teaching. It's the same. What you expected when you actually started learning yoga and then teaching. I invest enough in my personal growth as a yoga teacher in terms of your time, money, and efforts. I'm getting enough chances to showcase my full potential and my full creativity. You are getting enough platforms to show your potential. I find it easy to get consistent opportunities for stable income. The consistent income is there. I always have more support to grow my brand or offering. I know how to position my services in a premium segment. So just a thumbs up. We are done with both two categories, right? Just give me a thumbs up in the chat box so that I can go into the next one. All right, perfect. Oh, good. Okay, the next one is now vision towards the global yoga industry. It shows that what kind of mindset you have. So you see abundance, you see abundant opportunities for yoga teachers in Middle East and beyond and across the world. If you really feel that, you rate 5. The rapidly growing wellness industry will open more doors for professionals like me, like you. If you believe in that, rate 5. Collaborations, networks like this, and communities will strongly support my career growth. If you feel communities are waste of time, then rate 1 or 2. Then government initiatives and cultural openness will enhance opportunities for yoga teachers. So you feel that government also should get into these kind of you know the cultural openness, the networks and communities. Then I feel motivated to expand my impact in the regional wellness ecosystem. I want to contribute to the mission to promote health and wellness. You really want to contribute in this global mission of health and wellness as a yoga teacher. I wish to feature myself in various wellness magazines, panels, brand campaigns. You're open to that, then rate yourself 5. Done? All done. So these are the three categories. Now, in three different categories, you quickly calculate what is the scores. Quickly calculate and then we'll discuss about the scores. You don't have to reveal your score, but we will discuss. Done, done, done. Done, right? Okay. All right. So let's discuss what are the scores reflect. So in the expertise section, if you land into A to 24, definitely you need more practice and confidence. But if you land in between 25 to 40, you really deserve best because you have expertise, you have the skill to grow, to show your potential. And how is the journey? If it is between 7 to 21, you need support, but if it is 22 to 35, you can be a great support to others. So you can always work as a tool to support others, to share your knowledge. And in the vision category, if you land in between 7 to 21, you should try to cultivate a growth mindset. But if you land between 22 to 35, you already have a great mindset, have an entrepreneurial mindset to you know do something different, do something bigger, right? All right, so this is the reflection. You don't have to share your result, but yeah, this is for your own reflection, right? So the problem is not that we are not skilled or we are not passionate enough or we are not dedicated. So the result shows clearly that we have the skill, but what is the missing gap is the clear structure, the consistent guidance and support. Even after we got the certification done, the structured guidance and a path to execute, a push to execute and grow in a community together. So that's the real missing point that we feel. So another gap that we could find is that how to clearly idealize our student, and are we really depending completely on the studios for our income, or can you explain your value in one clear sentence? Can you really do that? Are you really busy or actually growing? If one studio drops you tomorrow, what's your backup? So all these questions should reflect that how stable we are in our career, in our in our growth, in our consistent income. Okay, so now again, let's discuss about one factor, one important thing to start with is we may have we may be in the level of expertise already, or we are already experienced, or we may be in our initial stage. But this particular topic that we are going to discuss is going to help in every stage of our career. So now we will be discussing about identifying our customer, my client. What is my client? So the biggest mistake what generally we as yoga teachers do is we consider everybody our client. So when you speak to everyone, no one hears you. So that's why it's very important that we understand our niche. Who is our client or customer? Yeah, a customer is not just someone who attends your class. It's that specific group of people which is best suited to your skill, which you can identify the specific problem about, and you can, based on your experience, you can give them the best outcome. That is your particular niche. Why is it important to have the niche? Is to get the clarity over confusion. Instead of saying I teach yoga to everyone, how about we start saying I help this certain kind of people with certain kind of problem? It is also faster and reliable. It gives more reliability to your specification, because people remember specialist, not generalist. When you go to a general physician or you go to a specialist, you rely on a specialist more than a generalist, right? So calling yourself, for example, a pelvic floor yoga teacher over yoga teacher gives more reliability in your career. Better income alignment, the clearer the niche, the premium the pricing you can also set. Easier content and marketing, you know what your niche is, so it is easier for you to create the content also for social media. Yeah, I will tell you my story is from past 2 years or 3 years. I've been trying to, I have started my own brand, and doing this trial and error, I kind of now understand that making your niche, narrowing down your customer, narrowing down your student is really important. I had always fear of losing the clients by creating the niche, but the reality is different. I now understood I get more clients when I actually said that what my skill is and what kind of people I want to cater to. It makes my life easier to create the content out of it also. So what is the fear and doubt we have when we don't create niche? So generally, I'll tell you what is the problem we generally have. If I choose one niche, I may lose other clients, right? Fear of limiting income. What if I choose the wrong niche? It is always evolving. You can always change your niche, but you should keep that niche intact for some time and then see how it goes. I'm not an expert enough yet. Then how I can, go into the niche? Comparison with seniors or social media experts creates self-doubt, right? I can help everyone while label myself. See, emotional attachment to being inclusive is not strategic in terms of marketing yourself. What if people not stop taking me seriously? It's actually contradictory. People should start taking you seriously if you actually come up with your niche. People will start identifying you with that certain, a certain specification. My interests keep changing, so yeah, evolving is the natural process of human being. So you keep changing, but stick to that niche for certain period of time to see how it is working for you. I don't want to be repetitive on social media. No, the more the people will see your specification on social media, the more the trust you will receive, right? So this is also leads to this first step towards building your own personal brand. If you don't have niche, you will not be able to create a specific brand, a specific the specification of your, you can call it USP also, but USP is closely related to it, which we'll talk about later. Okay, the three basic principle of finding our niche is that who you naturally attract. It can be a specific age group, it can be a specific lifestyle people, it can be specific health concern, maybe some disorders, weight loss, or whatever. Problem, what exact problem you are solving through your skills, and what kind of result you're delivering. These three intersecting points will get you the niche, the sweet spot. Let's do a quick activity. You have pen and paper, right? Let's do this activity quickly. Intuitive activity. So right now you write down that what people naturally come to me, what kind of people, as in what age group or gender or life stage or profession or health condition or injury, these kind of people, what major people you generally get naturally as your clients. Write down. It can be, you can write women, you can write menopause, you can write people above 60, you can write osteoporosis patient, you can write heart patients, you can write desk job work, desk workers, anything, like mostly what kind of people you attend. You can write pregnant women. So this is your who. Now the second is core problem. What problem, struggles they are suffering from? Is it pain? Is it fear? Is it relationship issues? It is health issues, digestive issues, lifestyle gap, any kind of issues. Just find out what kind of issues you generally cater to. It is intuitive. You can change it later also. Right now, what do you think the core problem you're solving? And the third one is, what is the desired outcome of these people? They want to get relief, they want to get stress relief, they want to get rid of their certain disease, they want to get confidence, they want to, lose weight, they want to have balance, they want to be flexible. So, what is that particular outcome that they are looking for? So now once you identified these three things, now you combine these three into one statement, write it down saying that I work with this people who are struggling with this problem. Try not to make 2 3 4 points, just try to keep it in 2 3 points, not more, because we want to narrow it down, we want to narrow the niche and what outcome they are looking for and what outcome I can provide. So once you frame this sentence, that's your specification, that's your, you know, niche. Not your specification, but your target audience. Niche is your target audience, not your skill. We are not talking about the USP right now. We are talking about the target audience only. Once you frame this statement, that's your starting niche. It can evolve, it can change later, but you have to stick to it for a certain period of time to see, to understand, to research, to understand yourself also. So, this niche is actually, it is not limiting you, it creates more focus. It is not a lifestyle decision, it can change, and it's a starting point, not a cage. You're not being in a cage, you are actually more. The more the focus, the more the authority, it builds more abundance in life. Yeah. All right. So any question related to this topic, because we will be going towards the next topic would be the USP, which we will talk in the next segment. Any questions any one of you have? This is the short topic that I picked. Just wanted to, just to start with. A lot of things that we can discuss upon, lot of things that we're not talking about how to teach yoga. We already know, we already are expert, but there are certain nuances that we kind of need a structured way of understanding, right? So out of all this, the niche, any doubt you have, any question that you have, you may unmute yourself and you can talk. Kanchan, Arpita, Rajesh, Sunidhi, Suja, we're all good, right? All good? All good? Okay. All right. Chalo. Then we'll jump into the movement that we have created, which is called Eka, and the initiation was, what was there in the mind. See, we all as human beings in a community, what we look for, we don't just want to chit chat and just have chai with each other and go back. We all need a certainty, we need safety, we need consistency, we get bored easily, so we always need variety, we need learning, we need that stimulation and freshness every time when we are into a community. We need a significance, we want to feel valued, we want to we want to be visible, right? Through the community we also want to have connection, we want to feel loved, we want to feel belonging and support. Out of all this, at the same time we need to grow also through a community. So growth is important personally or professionally, and last but not the least, the contribution. We all as human beings want to give back also to the society and create an impact. So all these points are really important when we get into a community or we build a community. So how this Eka ecosystem, which is created in Middle East and going beyond, we try to cater to all these human needs. Certainty, how certainty? We have a CRM system, client relationship management, wherein we have a backend secure system for the members, which gives clarity, which is a structured platform where we can track the progress and professional safety. Yeah. In terms of variety, we have Eka Connects, where we meet online, offline. We connect on certain topics. Like I'll tell you what kind of topics we discuss about. So these are the books, these are the topics that we learn about. We learn about entrepreneurial topics, as in how to work legally, how to practice legally, how to manage our money, finance management, how to create content, how to market ourselves, all these topics. And other connect is also enhancing our yoga teaching skills, like therapeutic yoga, then about bandhas, about chakras, about surya namaskar. And the expert comes and they teach us to enhance our skills and to help us make ourselves a complete yoga teacher, right, in and out. So this is what we do through Eka Connect. And then significance, we have something called Eka points that we collect through our contribution, and Eka points are redeemable in different vendors, cafeterias, or different stores. And it also gives the reliability when you have the star marking in your CRM profile. The Eka points in future gives the reliability for you as a yoga teacher if someone wants to find you through our Eka CRM. Then connection, Eka nurture sessions where we meet, we gather, we learn from each other. That is how we fulfill the connection, the love need of human. Then growth, Eka library that we have, where you can find all these books that we are talking about, to upgrade ourselves, that you cannot find anywhere else. The topics that we are covering, you will have the books also in Eka library. And the contribution through your creativity, your if you are participating in event, online, offline, that is a contribution. So you are contributing as a member. So creative lab, we also feature your creativity through magazines also. So these are the points that we cover in Eka ecosystem. So I would like Sunidhi. Sunidhi, can you unmute yourself, and if you want to just talk a bit about your so far journey and your thought about this initiative, because since you are a member.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
And
think
expectation also.
okay. So initially I was like confused, like what is it? Like it's a studio, or I was confused, right? But now I understand that it's a community, and whenever we guys have these kind of meetings, I can say I get some sense, like more knowledge, because when I'm working on with myself, my knowledge is like limited, right? But when it's like talking to the people who are experiencing same thing, and maybe some people have better idea than me, and we all share our views, and especially you have all these things with you. So whenever we are like initially when you did the same thing, like these points where, because I have reached
Okay. Just quickly you can share, and then you
okay,
can.
so all these points which you just reminded me again, and I was like, oh my god, I never thought about it, right? I was struggling there, but I never thought like I can improve these things like this. So it gave me better idea, and with every session, whenever we are here having our meetings, it gives me better understanding. And even when we are staying in UAE, we are not completely aware about few things as the legal things and all, right? And we had that meeting. It was also very useful for us. So yeah, whenever we are having these meetings, I am liking it, and I am getting more idea, and not only about the legal things, but about my I can't say business, but how to market myself more. So I am getting the idea with you and with all the people who
Of
join
course.
this. Yeah.
Of course, it's not that I know everything. I am also learning through this. So when we talk in the group also, in WhatsApp group, certain confusions are there, right? What is happening about the social media license and all that. So we are discussing, and if somebody knows something, then they're telling. So active, being inclusive is very important. It's not just having a community and just one person has. The best part is everybody is active, and everybody is very what to say, um, active only, I would say. So it is not just one person is telling every thing. Even with this legal session that we did, we had an expert talking about the legalities, legal compliances. So that way, even we are looking for Acharya Suja Patanjali also, that she would also one day teach us about her knowledge, right? So that's where we can exchange our knowledge in through this ecosystem. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts about it, and then I'll move to the next slide. Okay, then yeah, so this is how the Eka CRM looks like, the dashboard where all these Eka Lab, Creative Lab, Library, Atlas, membership, services, Eka points, you have the access if you are a member of Eka. And these are the verticals that we were talking about: Eka points, Creative Lab, Library, Atlas, Connect. Atlas is something where you can promote your programs through Eka CRM. So you can create your own interesting aesthetic programs, and we sell it for you. So this is also one of the marketing platform you get through Eka. And this is the library. These are the books that we have already curated, and we will be coming up with more books because we have at least 16 topics to cover in this year to learn about. As I mentioned, money management, therapeutic yoga topics. Then we have something about content creation, the niche, USP, all these topics we have to cover. So yeah, this is about, I want to invite you for the next series also, which we will be talking about USP, finding our unique selling point. Now we just understood a bit about understanding our niche, the target audience. Now in the next series we will learn about USP also, and I will also share the details about the Eka Connects that we conduct in our group, so that you have the idea how to attend, how to connect. And also I will share the details about membership, so you can go through, and if you feel that it is really worth it, you're always welcome. Yeah, so this is the line: marketing becomes easy when clarity exists, pricing becomes easier when value is clear, burnout reduces when alignment exists. Today is not about fixing everything, it's about seeing every day we try to get more clarity among this ecosystem. These are few pictures that we have when we met. These are few gallery we have. And yeah, this is the brand partners. We are supported by the Dubai Sports Council as well, and yeah, the government is supporting, so that's why we have confidence to support each other in this ecosystem. That's all I wanted to share today, and I would share all the details in the group about the next webinar and the Eka Connects and the membership details, everything. And please feel free if you have any doubts right now, or if you come up with any questions later, always feel free to drop your message in the group. Right now, anyone wants to say anything? Arpita, Rajesh, rest we already know, they already know about this system. But what about the new people, Arpita and Rajesh? I would want to hear from you if you have something. Otherwise you can connect on in group as well, or personally if you want to text, just let me know.
Yes, definitely. I would
Yes.
write you
Sure,
personally.
sure,
Yes,
sure,
Yes,
sure.
same here actually. I have to.
Okay, definitely, I respect that.
He has one badminton class, so I have to.
Okay, no problem, no problem. I know it's Sunday, you all have to move
Yes.
on to your other chores. So let's stay connected, let's be inclusive, and let's wait for my updates for the further things. All right, okay, thank you so much everyone for attending.
Thank you so much,
for your
Pratisha, and
time.
it was a really very good meeting with you all. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day to you too.
I'll
Thank you,
contact you.
everyone. Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Bye
much.
bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.